Mm-hmm. Standing behind the blocks right now, which will be the first heat for the ladies. But if you're looking at a heat sheet, it says heat 3, parentheses heat 2 for girls, the 800. After these ladies go, we'll move on to what will be heat 2 for the guys. So we're going to be bouncing back and forth between female and then males, back and forth. And then it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heats total. Ladies behind the block, good luck. I'm excited for your race. All right, here we go. This is going to be the first heat of the girls, 13, 14, 800 free. Officially off and running right now. This is event number 87. The girls 13, 14, 800 free. The first heat of this morning's session. Lane 1 from St. Charles, we have Madison Supple. Lane 2, Barrington, Addison Donfris. Lane 3, Kaylee Dexter from Peoria. Lane 4, Alligator Aquatics, Mia Drago. Or Drago, I want to know that one. Lane 5, Marguerite Larson from Wheaton. Lane 6, Alexis Wendell. Or Wendell. From New Trier. Lane 7 is Madison Szymanski from Wolfpack. Her teammate is in 8, Hannah Nat. Lane number 9, from Delta Aquatics, we have Corinne Joost. Lane 10, from St. Charles, Christine Kelly. All these ladies are sitting just right around a 35 mid, 35 mid, 36 low pace. Ladies bringing it back on the 200. Looks like Corinne Just and Miss Larson sitting with a 220. All the ladies are still sitting with a 36 low, 36 mid pace per 50. Coming up to the wall right now, looks like Larson and Just still kind of looking like 1-2, but watching the screen or watching along right now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ladies in that lead pack. Larson with the 36.2 or 36.3. Just with a 36.7. Szymanski 36.8, 36.9 from Wendell. Or Wendell. Man, I'm sorry. For those following along, I apologize, literally. Like, I'm sorry. I don't want to mess everybody's name up. Ladies coming back right now on the 400, which will put them halfway through. Everybody's split time still looking pretty solid. Dropping to the wall. Looks like Miss Larson. What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 5. Larson with a 42. Wendell with a 42. Szymanski with a 36. Nat 37. Juice 37. Kelly 38. Larson at a 35. So these ladies going through strategy and positioning right now. Larson coming in on the 500. Starting to pull away just a little bit. She's sitting at a 5:57.03 with a 35.9 pace. Looks like we have Wendell with a 6:02, Szymanski 6:02, and Juiced with a 6:02. Everybody splits still right around 36, 36 mid, 36 high. Dropping the wall on the 6. Larson still with a 35.3 pace. Sitting at a 7:08.45. that lead pack group. Chasing after Larson right now, all sitting at a 36 high pace. Within tenths and hundredths of a second within their pack. Looks like Larson trying to pick it up a little bit. She's gonna be coming in on her for her last 100 here after the turn. There's the bell. Larson sitting at 35.5. Keeping it consistent. She's on her way back for the last 100. Wendell, Szymanski, Juiced, all sitting with a 36.6 and 7 pace. Larson was sitting at a 35.5. It'll be interesting to see if she's picking up a little bit on this next 50. Larson to the wall, on the turn to the flip. Looks like she's 35.3, staying consistent. See if she's going to turn it up a little bit on the way back. We have Wendell at a 35.7. She's definitely putting her foot on the gas. Szymanski 37. Juice 37. Nat 37. Larson under the flags. Last couple strokes. Takes that one home with a 9:29.42. Looks like from Wheaton, picking up our last 50 was a 34.35. Wendell with a 34.68 last split. And Juiced right there with the 34.60 last split. And they were sitting at a 942.43. No, sorry, 938.97 for Wendell. And Juiced was a 941.99, rounding out the top 3 spots. Up next will be Heat 1 for the guys, but if you're following along on the heat sheet, it'll show Heat 4, parentheses, Heat 2 for the guys. Off to the races right now. Heat 2 for the gentlemen. Lane 1 from Wheaton, we have James Coffey. Lane 2, William Newlands from New Trier. Lane 3, James Dukes from Swift. Lane 4, Sean Wenner from the Bullets. Lane 5, Halstead Barton from Wolfpack. Michael Flynn from Lions. Braxton Bokos from Ultimate. Joseph Dienstag from New Trier. Dylan Gu from Barrington. And Jacob Galasinski from the Sharks. Galasinski. I want to say, what is this? Yeah. I think Preston Bokos is watching along on YouTube Live. Preston, if you're watching along, what's up, man? Hope all is well. You might be at the shop over at Urban Tri-Gear. It's actually one of my favorite multi-sport stores in the Chicagoland area. So just giving those guys a shout out. Coming in on the 200, Flynn taking it to the wall with a 2:07.42, sitting at a 33.1 pace. Jeez, man. He's getting at it. 2:16.95 looks like Wenner. 2:16.85, Mr. Braxton Bokos. 2:16.96, Dienstag. 2:19.48, Goo. 2:17.73, Mr. James Dukes. 2:18.44, Newlands. Everybody's sitting just at about a 35 mid pace right now. Michael Flynn still churning out the 33s. About 2 to 3 seconds difference in pace per 50 from the chase pack. Coming in on the 300. Dropping to the turn. Churning out another 33 high, sitting at a 3:14.79. Looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys coming into the wall at the same time, churning out the 3. Everybody's sitting at about a 35 high pace, 35 low, 35 mid. Let's see. 3:28.3, 3:27.9 from Braxton. 3:32 from Goo. 3:28 from Dukes. Still close. These guys are just churning out, cranking out these 50s, staring at each other, setting their pace, doing a little strategy. On the turn, 35s across the board. Flynn coming in on the 400, halfway. Dropping into the wall, looks like a 4:22.50, hovering at a 33 high pace right now. 33.77. Took that last 50 out. Dropping to the wall right now, looks like Braxton Bokos with 35.01, sitting at a 4:38.95. Saw that on the turn. 36.05 with the 4:39.73 by Sean Wenner. James Dukes with a 4:39.99, sitting at a 35.93. Mr. Coffee with a 36.19 pace with the 4:42.06. On the 5. Dropping the turn at a 40.57. That's a substantial difference. Sitting at a 5:29.94. There's no way he could have added 7 seconds to that split. Braxton with a 35.8. Looks like he's starting to pick it up just a little bit. 36.01 Dienstag, 36.35 Wenner, 36.2 Dukes, 35.6 Newlands. All these guys are just staying consistent. Looks like Braxton trying to pick up the pace just a little bit, trying to get on front of this chase group. Wenner following after the charge. These guys are not joking around. These guys are playing strategy. You see everybody now starting to drop a little bit of time going after the charge. 35.2 for Wenner, 35.9 for Dukes, 35.9 for Dienstag, and a 30.17 for Goop. No, really? Flynn with a 38.86. Let me check this out. 33. Okay. That seems about right. 33.83 for Flynn off that last 50. On the flip, looks like Sean Wenner with a 35.15. You hear the bell for Mr. Flynn. He's coming in. He's about to take off on his last 100. Looking at the field right now, everybody's sitting at about 35 mid, 34 high, 35 low. Bells are going off. These gentlemen are going to be taking off on their last 100. Michael Flynn approaching the wall. He's going to be making his last turn. He's sitting at a 33.3 pace, picking it back on up as he's about to bring it back on his last 50. Looks like running through the crowd right now, 34.9 for Dienstag, 35.7 for Bocos, 35.2 for Wenner, 36.2 for Dukes, 35.2 for Coffee. Galasinzinski is right there, sitting at a 8.19 off that flip. Mr. Flynn bringing it home with a 32.7 last 50, sitting at an 851.21. Nice job, buddy. Mr. Flynn throwing it down. We have 4 guys bringing it back right now who's charging for second and third. These guys making their way inside the flags, dropping into the blue paint. Last couple of strokes, taking it to the wall, and it's going to be Dienstag and Bocos running out the top 3. So we have Mr. Flynn with the 851.21, Dienstag with a 921.35, and Mr. Braxton Bocos with a 922.21 running out the top 3 spots. Nice job, gentlemen. Great swimming. Excellent work. Coming up, we're going to be bouncing back over to the next heat, but it's going to be one of the ladies. So it's going to be on the heat sheet. It'll say heat 5, parentheses heat 3 for the girls. Off to the races. Heat 3 for the girls. 800 free. Lane 1 from Wheaton, Margaret Myers. Lane 2 from Academy Bullets, Jenna Krull. Lane 3, Paris Wills from Redbird. Lane 4, Miss Molly Lumsden from PPD, Palatine Park District. Lane 5 from St. Charles, Angelina Messina. Lane 6, Lindsay Johnson from the Bullets. Lane 7, Grace Dembowski from Palatine. Lane 8, Caroline Zimner from Wheaton. Lane 9 from Chicago Wolfpack, Ryan Grasser. And in lane 10, Lilja Gakis from Wheaton Swim Club. Lilja Gakis. These ladies churning out a 36, 37 pace. On the 200 turn, looks like Messina in 5 from St. Charles with the 223.66. Looking at the whole field right now, looks like everybody's sitting at a 37-ish pace. 37 low, 37 mid. On the turn for the 3. Looks like 338.54, 338.76, 338.79, 338.91. Tenths of a second, hundredths of a second. So it looks like the first 4 and 5 swimmers in the lead pack. Halfway through on the 400, Zimner answering back with a 451.84. Everybody's pace times staying consistent. Looks like Zimner with a 36.5, Grasser with a 36.6. Say 37.5 by Wills. Myers with a 38.1. Johnson 39.1. Gakis 38.6. On the 500, looks like we have, it's close, 6:05.11, 6:05.4, 6:08.1. Zimner and Grasser in 8 and 9, just staring at each other right now. And we have lanes 3, 4, and 5. Which is Wills, Lumsden, and Messina. Looking at the split times, Zimner sitting at a 36.7, Grasser with a 36.9, less than 2/10 of a difference. 0.12. Dropping the next 50. 36.14, 36.17. Grasser, 36.14. Zimner, 36.17. These ladies are less than 4/10 of a difference apart. Lanes 3, 4, and 5 working together. Wills, Lumsden, and Messina sitting at 37-38 pace. Zimner and Grasser, it's getting closer. 7:54.43, 7:54.56. It looks like Zimner in 8, breathing to her right, Grasser breathing to her left, just looking at each other. Getting to the wall right now. There's the bell. They're on their last 100. 8:30.35 for Grasser. 8:30.79 for Zimner. Two lead girls are going at it up front right now. Looks like lanes 3, 4, and 5 are starting to step on the gas as they're about to make their way back for the last 100 as well. Everybody's on the turn, making their way back. We have a race for the first and second spot, but then there's a pack of ladies who are charging for that third. Right now, it looks like lane number 9 just stepping on the gas right now, picking up the pace, putting in the kick. Miss Grasser trying to take off, but Zimner is not letting her. Bringing their way back, 15 meters back. Lead ladies under the flags to the wall. Looks like it's going to go to Grasser, taking that one with a 9:40.49. Zimner with a 9:42.86. It's going to be interesting to see who takes rounding out the top 3. Dropping it into the wall, taking the third spot home. Looks like it is Messina with a 9:53.08. With the back half split of that last 100 was a 36.59. Up next is going to be Heat 3 for the guys. Moving right along is heat number 3 for the boys, the 800. Lane 1 from St. Charles, we have Kane Kriz. Lane 2 from the Bullets, we have Aiden Puck. Is it Puck or Pook? Want to know. Lane 3, Dylan Rare from Mavericks. Lane 4, Dimitri Zvaidgoy from Hinsdale. Lane 5, Christian Herbst from Peoria. Lane 6, Brandon Cowhay from St. Charles. Lane 7, Victor Sandoval from Wolfpack. Lane 8, Owen Houskin from Wheaton. Lane 9, Logan Townsend from Mavericks. Lane 10, Mr. Jacob Conaboy from Lincoln Way. These guys taking the first 100 out at a 105.53, setting the pace. 105.91. Looks like 107.6, 107.3, 107.5. Super early in this race. So everybody's looking like they're splitting around 34 mid, 34 high, 35 low. It's always interesting to see. Sometimes you'll have a couple different packs. Right now we have like lanes 1 and 2 going together, lanes 2 or 3 and 4 together, 5 and 6 are together, 7 and 8 together, 9 and 10 are together. Cowhay and Herbst sitting together with a 2:18.34 for Cowhay. And Herbst with a 2:18.68. We have 2 swimmers pulling into the lead group, so we'll have 4 guys going into the wall at the same time on the next turn. Actually, looks like we'll have 5 guys going to the wall at the same time. $2:54.94 Cowhay, but it's 55.33 for Herbst, 55.80 for Sandoval, and 55.75 for Hausken. These guys bringing it right back up and starting to pace off each other, looking at each other and playing some strategy. Lane 3 putting in the work, trying to get up into that pack. Dylan Rare from Mavs trying to get into that group. Lead group sitting at a 36 low, 36 mid. Herbst dropping into 37. Shvadkoy 37.6 and 4. All right, here we go on the turn, on the flip. Looks like change in positions right now. 445.10, Sandoval in 7. Taking over the lead spot. 445.49 by Hausken. 446.12, Cowhay, Herbst with a 446.65. Starting to pick up steam in lane number 7. On the turn, he was at a 35.2. Looks like he's starting to pick it up a little bit. Dropping into the turn right now, looks like 36.0 with a 556.42. Sandoval trying to get a little bit of a gap right now. 559.06. Hausken with the 36.69. Sandoval dropping his split. Takes it into the 35s, 35 high. The chase pack are sitting at 36 mid, 37. Trying to air out a little bit of a gap. Coming into the wall, he's going to have 200 left to go. 200 on the flip. Looks like he's sitting at 35.7, dropping it even a little bit more. Hauskin with the 37. So looking at the times with 200 left, it looks like Sandoval with a 7:08. Haskin with a 7:14. Townsend with a 7:17. Earps with a 7:15. Rare 7:19. 7:17. King Kriz in lane number 1. Sandoval dropping his split even more. Getting down to low 35. Now he's sitting at 35.2. Starting to pick it up. Getting into 15 meter, but basically you're going to hear the bells. Sandoval on the flip, sitting at 35 pace. Last 100, his time is right now 8:19.11. $8:27, Hauskin. 8:30, Townsend. 8:30, Kane Kriz. 8:34, Rare. 8:29, Erbst. Sandoval dropping into 34 now, 34.9. We'll have 4 guys coming into the wall at the same time, making the turn for the last 50. Dropping into 35s now, 35, 35, 36. These guys giving it what they have left in the tank, bringing it back on the last 50. Bringing this one home is going to be Sandoval. Dropping a split even more with a 34.07 final time, 928.8 or 08. Rounding out second and third, looks like it's going to be Earps with a 939.36 and Hauskin with a 940.42. Up next, we're going to have one more heat. It's going to be heat number 4 for the guys, and that will be our last heat of the morning session. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final heat of the morning session. This is going to be heat 4 of the boys 800 free for event number 88, 13-14, 800 free. And lane number 4 from NASA Wildcats, Zach Wagner. Lane 5, Edit Benur from PPD. And Jay Jenkins from the Bullets in lane number 6. These guys taking out at 32 to the first split. 32.08, same time between Benur and Jenkins. Wagner on the turn was a 33.5. .107.8 for Jenkins and 108.9 for Edit Benur. Mr. Wagner right there with a 111.04. On the 200, these guys are starting to settle into pace. Looks like Jenkins at a 229.6, 224 for Benur, 226.5 for Zach Wagner. Settle into the pace. Looks like they're sitting at 36, 37, 38 pace. Last couple times looks like they were sitting all at 37, so I'm going to say, I don't know, 37. Jenkins, 36.1. Wagner, 37. Benur, 38. Jenkins dropped into the 36s and staying in the 36s. Sitting at a 333 on the 3. Edit Benur, 341.20. 342.40 Zach Wagner. Jenkins, 37.1. That's the first time he popped out of 36 in the past couple of 50s. Sitting at a 447.23. Benur right now 38.3. Wagner 38.0. Those two guys are just staring at each other, pacing off each other right now. Looks like Wagner burling over to his left. Benur breathing to his right. Jenkins popping off another 37. Jenkins on the 500. Jenkins dropping back into the 36s with a 6:01.25 at the 500. Wagner picking it up just a little bit, dropping into a 37 pace, sitting at a 6:14.13. Benur with a 38.5 pace, staying consistently right at 38s with a 6:15.88 at the 5. Jenkins, 37, staying consistent within about a second per 50. Wagner, 37.7. Benur, 38. These guys are staying consistent per 50 within about a second per 50. Jenkins drops back into 36s. Sitting at 7:15:45. Wagner, 37. Benur right at the 38. Jenkins right up into 72 low, 72.02. He's bringing back his 700. Wagner 37, staying in 37s the whole time. Benur picking up just a little bit, dropping into 37s. Jenkins about to get to the flags. Here come the bells. Jenkins on the flip to the feet. Looks like he is 36.85, sitting at an 829.32, making his way on his last 100. It's going to be good to see what Wagner and Benur. Wagner 37.09, picking up the pace a little bit. Benur hopping on the gas, dropping into 37.03. Jay Jenkins, lane 6 from Academy Bullets on the last turn, sits at a 36.4. And he's about to make his last sprint on the last 50. Sitting at a 9:05.77 before his last 50 concludes. Dropping the orange. And it looks like 36.27. Wagner picking up the pace, dropping into 36s. Benur right at the 37s. These guys are all on their last 50. Jay Jenkins pushing past 15 meters inside the flags right now, taking the last couple strokes home, and it's going to be Jay Jenkins with a 34.42 final split, sitting at a 940.19 for his 800. Taking the heat win for that one. Nice job, buddy. Taking it home for second place, looks like it is Zach Wagner. Not too sure. There it is, 38.42. I don't know if that's right. And then Benur right there, 36.62 with a 10:01. Ladies and gentlemen, both in the stands and watching along live on YouTube, that concludes our morning session here for the final day of the 2018 Illinois Swimming Long Course Age Group Champs. This evening, we're going to be starting back up. It looks like 4 o'clock warm-ups and 5 p.m. Central Time for a start.